Hey you guys, it's Steph and welcome back. So today, it was only a matter of time. Today we're going to be trying out the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault. I picked this up the other day and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous about trying it because I've heard a lot of people say that it's not great. And then apparently they launched like a second version of it to like improve the formula. And I've heard apparently that's still not great. So I'm thinking, I hope it's great because I just spent 50 quid on this thing. But as always, you guys know me. I'm going to go in completely unbiased. Try out as many shades as I can. I might even try and do like 4 eye looks in this video. Like one palette for one eye, one for the other. Wipe it all off. Do the same again. So I can actually try as many shades as possible out. But yeah, let's try this bad boy out. Let's see what we can do. All right, so the Vault. Ding! Okay, so inside you get 4 palettes. The packaging is very nice, blah, blah, blah. We've all seen this all over social media. So this one is called Bling Boss. Oh, okay. I feel like I haven't really seen much of this one. I know they have like a kind of greeny one and like a more neutrally warm toned one, but I haven't really seen much about this one, but this one really kind of catches my eye with that purple in the middle. Definitely going to give that a go. I think, like I said, I am going to try and do as many as I possibly can. We then have the Ring the Alarm palette. Yeah, so this is like the kind of warm neutrals one, which I feel like is a fairly nice kind of everyday palette. There's that one. Don't fall on the floor, please. Thank you so much. Next up is Armed and Gorgeous. I think this is the one with like green in it. Yeah. So this one here, ooh, that color looks nice. Coin right there, and obviously Top Secret. I think that's like one of the main colors of the collection that people have been going crazy for because it's just like such a stunning green. Yeah, that's the palette that I'm very, very familiar with. And then I swear there's like a smoky one, Dark Magic. Ooh, okay, this one's actually more green. I feel like I've not seen that one either. I feel like the purple one and this one I've not really seen much of. But the purple one and the green one actually kind of excite me a lot more. Like this shade here, Potion and Trickery. Okay. All right, so those are the 4 palettes. I have tried out Morphe eyeshadows before. I do have the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the big one. Friggin' love that palette. It's literally like one of my favorites. If I ever go away and I can only really take like one palette with me, I'll take that one because it has like pretty much everything you could possibly need. The other Morphe palettes that I have, I'm like, they're not my favorite. They're fine. They're absolutely fine to work with. You know, decent for the price. I don't get the Morphe eyeshadow hype, but like I said, I do like the other palette that Jaclyn has done with Morphe. So who knows? Maybe these will be my new favorite palettes as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay all of these out. I think I am just going to do the whole like 4 eye looks just to try everything out. Let's see which one I want to do first. I think I'm actually going to play around with these 2 first. So the ones that I took the most interest in, the Dark Magic palette and then the Bling Boss. Okay, let's do it. Let's get closer. Okay, I'm oddly nervous about this one. So going to start off with Bling Boss, the purpley one. I'm going to take, I have, by the way, like set my lid and everything. I just used the Born This Way concealer with a little bit of my Huda Beauty powder. So what I'm going to do first is go in with the shade Hush Hush, this kind of matte mauve shade. That looks pretty pigmented. I literally just tapped that then. That's not a mauve, is it? What? I'm so bad at describing colours. I say things so confidently, hoping that no one will notice, and then I'm just like, Steph, that's not mauve. Okay, that's not bad. Does that fall out already? No, just my creasy ass face. Then I'm going to take this brush here. It is very, very stained. I promise there's like nothing on it. And I'm going to go in my crease with the shade Rockstar. This like deep kind of plum. And kind of just work that in my crease. By the way, I'm using a lot of brushes that I just use for like all of my other eye makeup looks as well. Just a heads up. I'm just using ones that I'm like really familiar with. That looks all right so far. Obviously, we are going to blend it out a bit more in a second, but that looks fine to me. I'm then actually going to take the same brush. Yep, same brush. I'm like having a little battle in my head here. And I'm going to go in with Sparks because I kind of want to add some of that to my crease as well, I think. Might change my mind, usually do. Gonna take that brush that I used that first shade on and just blend it around. Diffuse that ever so slightly. Take a bit more. It's not looking maybe as deep as I'd like it to. I don't have like as much depth as I'd maybe like. If I swatch that one, Sparks is more of like kind of reddy-ish shades. It doesn't actually look that pigmented. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Mystic. I had a cat called Mystic. She was the best. I love you, Mystic. She was the dribbliest cat, and I loved it. So I'm gonna get back in my crease with that one. I know that I really want to like slather that bright purple all over my lid in a second. So I'm actually just gonna pat some of that Mystic shade kind of on my lid. That doesn't look as intense as I would like it to. It's like Rockstar looked good, Hush Hush looked good, but like Sparks and Mystic, I don't know, I feel like I just wanted Mystic especially to be like a bit more like boom. But yeah, it's not really doing much. Like it is doing something, evidently. You can see it on my flipping eyelid. But yeah. I don't know if you guys can see there, but it looks just a little bit patchy almost. Just feel like we've lost a lot of depth there. I want to get back in with Sparks actually. They're very pigmented when you pat the brush on, which is nice. I just want to kind of warm up that a little bit because it does just look a little bit flat. Just kind of all blended into one really. I mean, I guess we are using a lot of the same colours, but right now I'm just a bit like, I could have done that by just putting like 2 colours over my lid. Maybe deepen this up if I can. I think that's like as deep as we can get it. Yeah, that's like as deep as we're going to get that. A little bit of fallout on my cheek, so I'm just going to dust that away. Hasn't really stained too much, so that's not too bad. So now I'm dying to swatch this guy, Gem. I feel like this shade just makes the palette. If this looks how it looks on my finger, on my eye, I'm going to be buzzing. Please be good. Please be good. I think what I'm going to do, because obviously we are looking kind of just very purple right now, is I'm going to take my Born This Way concealer again. And a little, what are these even called? A smudger brush, because I like this for a little angle. And just let me get nice and close to my own face here. Just going to put that on my lid. Put that there. And just do like a little look around. And you can kind of see where you need to put it. I don't really want to do like a full cut crease. I just want to kind of like bring it over a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna just take my Huda powder again. And yeah, I do want to set that because last time I didn't set my base. It looked a little bit funky. And I'm then gonna go in with Gem, which please, please be good. Just be good to me. Come on. Hell to no. No. Okay, we're going to be fair because I do this all the time anyway. I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus because I do that with all my shadows. Because normally, you know, that is what I would probably do to make something extra pigmented. Let me just see how that works. Come on. If it works like this, then I'll be happy. I mean, it's better, but it's not fabulous. Why isn't it fabulous? It looks so good, but it just doesn't want to like go onto my eyeball. Like, hello, is anyone home? I don't really know what to say. I'm going to try my finger because that swatch looked insane. I'm going to try and see if that works better. Okay, I feel like that works better, but I don't usually want to use my finger with an eyeshadow. It's just not my kind of gig. And also, I kind of can't because as I get closer to my eye, I'm just going to start stabbing my own eyeball out. Oh, I love the colour so much. I just wish it was, like, better. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is go back in with a little combination of Rockstar and Mystic. And just try and build that up on my outer corner ever so slightly. And just try to kind of, like, buff that inwards just to meet it halfway. Damn it, why is that shimmer not as good as I wanted it to be? Okay. all is not lost. Now I'm going to try some pizzazz here, just on a pencil brush. See what that can do. I'm going to try and add a little bit to my inner corner. Not like my inner corner, but just like the inner third almost. Just to disguise that purple a bit. Even though I really want that purple to stay on my eye, it just doesn't look good. I'm sorry. That doesn't look that great in all honesty either. I want to like this so bad. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and now take Bling Bling, which is like this shimmery, almost like a rose shade. Damn. It's got like a very weird kind of putty formula. Oh, I don't like that one. Let me just do a little close up, you guys. Like just there, if I just kind of like tap my brush in, it starts to like break away at the actual product and it's all gone kind of bitty. I don't know, it's a bit weird. I really, really like the colours. I'm just a little bit disappointed in the shimmers. I think that's the main thing. The mattes actually work pretty well. I'm going to take a combination of Rockstar and I think Gem on my lower lash. Yeah, so you can see the mattes work really, really well. It's just that none of the other ones seem to work well. It looks okay from far away. Just don't get close to me. Just stay where you are. And if I zoom out of focus as well, it looks way better if I'm out of focus. Like maybe I'll just stay back here for the rest of the video. Yeah, a little bit disappointed, and it's got to fall out like a bitch. Okay, pray for me, pray for me. Got purple under my eyes. Can we get away with that? Fuck it. I mean, I do really, really like how it looks on the viewfinder. It's just like I know that when I look at it kind of up close and in person, it's not the best. I mean, I could, now that I know what the palette works like, I feel like I could definitely work with it a whole lot better. Like if I was doing the other eye the same now, I feel like it would look a lot better. But I would like the shimmers to be a little bit more intense, you know? Like especially that purple. It took me a lot to build up that purple as it is. But I will play with it. I'll play with all these palettes, guys. You got to remember they are first impressions. And I mean, I'm never going to be able to give you like a full 110% like honest, thorough review because it's just my first time trying them. So far, mattes, yes. Shimmers. One of my lights just exploded. Yeah, one of my lights just exploded. Well, that's not ideal, is it? Bollocks. All right, so we're one light down. But I think Ollie fixed it. We moved them closer. You probably don't care about this. But yeah, we're just going to keep this going. Ain't no stopping us. Just because a light blows up like in front of my face. I'm not going to stop my tutorial. Hell nah. So let's do this. Next up, just doing a lucky dip. We're going to go in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And we're going to do this eyeball. So what I'm going to go in with first is the shade Access. Which is like this kind of canary yellow, mustardy, orangey sort of shade. So this is another matte. So far with the mattes, we've had good little experience. That's blending out nicely. It's going on absolutely fine. I'm going to look really crazy with these two different eye looks, but that's okay. Then going to go in with the shade Agent, which is like this orange shade here. It's like an orangey brown. To be fair, these two shades kind of look exactly the same, Agent and Secure. Blend that in my crease. Yep, having no issues with that either. Let's try a bit of Secure, because why not? Let's see if it is actually any different. So maybe it's like a touch brighter than Agent, but I mean, by the time I'm bloody blending this out, it does look pretty damn similar. I feel like I might actually do like the same look, just to kind of add a little bit of like cohesion to this, and then maybe switch up the looks for like the next palettes. But like obviously when I mean do the same look, I mean like do one like purple, one like greeny, orangey something. You guys know what I mean. I'm now going to take Smooth Criminal, which is like this brown down here. Using the same brush at the moment, I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner just to add a little bit of depth and just kind of buff that into my crease ever so slightly as well. Oh, my eyelid looks a little bit like a ball sack there. That's fun. That's really good. So I'm doing a little bit of a halo eye. So I'm going to go in with Top Secret, the green. I'm going to take that brush that I used the purple on and just get rid of all the pigment on there. because again, I do want to kind of use the same sort of brushes that I use on the daily. Okay, and I'm going to take Top Secret, which is a matte, so I'm hoping, ooh, that looks like a nice like swampy green, which I love. I'm going to see how this kind of performs. So right now, just kind of packing that on the inner corner and outer corner. Swipey, swipey. I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like it looks a little bit darker in the pan, but the actual colour itself, ooh, that did something there. Whatever I did then, that worked. That worked really well. We're going to do that more often. I am going to put that all over my lid, but that's because there's no point in me making excuses here. I'm putting it all over my lid because I accidentally nudged myself and then I went where I didn't want to go. It looks a little bit patchy. Okay, let me try something else. I'm going to go in with this kind of like dense shader brush. I'm going to go in with a mixture of Access and a little bit of Agent to create like a nice little kind of orangey warm transition shade. So right now that is buffing away a lot of the green. I'm not giving up, you guys. I'm really not giving up. Shade that on. It's almost like working if I kind of side swipe it, which is a weird thing. Like if I swipe it across like that, it seems to be going on a lot more pigmented than if I was just to like tap it or even swipe it downwards. Love that colour. I really flipping love that colour. It looks like it stinks in a good way. In a good way. Another fluffy brush going in with Secure. A little bit of kickback there, but not too fussed. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with Smooth Criminal, which is that like deeper kind of browny shade that I used, and really work that in my crease. Just to kind of join the green in with the lighter shades that we used. And then, yeah, I'm going to take some more of Top Secret and try to kind of pack that on the outer corner and on the inner corner a little bit to bring back that kind of halo eye that I was doing before I messed it all up. This could actually look pretty cool. Little two-toned eye looks. Back in with more Smooth Criminal. I'm not mad at that. The green does look a bit patchy, which I'm like, it's not ideal, you know what I mean? Let me just try and really pack it on with a like really dense brush. That's a lot better. So now I'm just going to dust that brush off again that I used before. This is a Luxe Precise shader from Zoeva. And I want to put some Guilt Trip. Let me swatch these. Let me swatch these. I'm like making some rash decisions here. Please actually like go on my face like that. VIP, which is like this really intense silver. Bada bing, bada boom. Classified. Oh, that one felt a lot different to the other ones, but not necessarily in a good way. Is that like a duochrome? Kind of. It's got like a little bit of a shift to it. Don't know if I like that one as much. And then Guilt Trip. Guilt Trips feels really good. There seems to be like, I think that's kind of like a thing. Some inconsistencies with some of the shadows. Like I want to try and use Guilt Trip because that one feels like really creamy, a lot like the actual like eyeshadow formula from the Jaclyn Hill original palette. Yeah, like that went on way better than that one in my inner corner there. That went on like instantly. Coin looks a lot better. I don't know, I feel like maybe some of the shimmers that I tried in the purple palette were kind of duds. And then I'll take that little smudgy brush that I had before, take a little bit more green, and just kind of blend the edges in there. That eye was a lot easier to actually do compared to this one. I don't know if it's just because of the fact that I've like, you know, learned how to adapt to use the shadows, because obviously the more you use like a formula, the more you'll kind of get used to it. The shimmers were a lot more consistent in this one. The classified shade did take a little bit of working. Like, it's almost like it has a little kind of like a film to it. It doesn't really feel like I'm picking up much. It looks nice like on the finger, but I don't know, it's a very kind of almost like a sheer shadow. It's a bit of a weird one. I like that one a lot more, which is a shame kind of because I did really want to like the purple one the most, really, just because of that purple shade. That one's not half bad actually. The shimmers are a lot better, so that one's actually pretty good. All right, guys, so I just went ahead off camera, put on some lashes. I always get questions about what lashes I'm wearing today. They are the Backstage Beverly Hills lashes. First time I tried them, and I really like them, so let's assess. I don't mind them on camera at all. I really, really like this one, just in general. I really, really like the Armed and Gorgeous palette. I feel like maybe if I had another chance with this palette here, Bling Boss, I think it was called, I could get on with it a lot better. It's just that purple that, like, I wanted to like so badly. That was like the main reason why I was excited about that palette. It just wasn't all that. So a little bit put off by that one. But this palette, I'm like, ooh, baby. All right, let's do this all over again. Excuse if my under eyes do look a little bit cakey. I did obviously have to like take off my eye makeup, try and get off as much as I could, and go back over it with concealer. So excuse that. So next we're gonna go in with this guy, the whatever it was called, Dark Magic palette. So let's do it. So again, just dusting off all the brushes in between. So first of all, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of poof. I don't feel like it's really gonna show up, but I'm gonna pop that on my lid anyway. Yeah, it's just like, it's pretty much just like the same color that I've got already on my lid, standard. Now. Let me try and figure out some kind of look here. I want to use every color, but I can't. It's probably not possible. Screw it. Let's just do some random stuff like we've been doing this whole time. I'm going to go in with shush. I don't know. Pop that in the crease. La-da-dee. A little bit of kickback on that one. Nothing major. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go straight in with Potion, the green shade. I'm not going to put that all over my lid this time. I'm going to blend that right in my crease. Try and really kind of buff that in. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm really digging that colour. God, I'm going to have to use that blue, aren't I? Hells yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush because I am going to be kind of putting that half over the top. You can just see how pigmented that is. So that was the shade Busted. I'm going to tap that on the outer corner. Okay, that blue actually looks a lot better on my eye than it does even in the pan. A bit more, just because that did sheer it out a little bit from blending. I feel like that's one thing with these shadows. If you over blend them, they do start to get a little bit sheer. And I'm actually going to run some more of that on my lower lash line too. Okay, so far so good. Obviously, we still need to do a lot of blending, but I'm pretty happy with that so far. I'm now going to take the shade Inside Job. Same brush again, because again, I am kind of like popping these over the top of one another just to add some dimension. So I'm not too fussed if I do have some of the other powder on top. It didn't actually look that much different to the other shade. I'm going to dust this off now because I'm actually going to go in with Temptress, which is kind of like this. I don't know if it's a black or a navy, but that's going right on the outer corner. There's so much lash glue still on my eyes. Okay. Right, it looks a little bit crazy right now, but I actually quite like how that looks so far. So now I'm going to take this kind of flat shader brush. And we're just going to go in with, I think we've got to use Trickery, haven't we? We've got to use that green. So let's try this. Please be good. Oh God, don't drop the palette, Steph. Why don't the shimmers work? Okay, there's something there. Something. It doesn't really want to like stretch very far on my lid, if that makes sense. So it'll go on, but only exactly where you put it. You have to kind of drag it a bit as well. But oh boy, that is a stunning colour. Leave like that for a second. Just find my little brush, but I don't know where it is. This one will do. I'm gonna try and dust that off. I should really learn to just like powder under my eyes or something, shouldn't I? But okay, I'm then going to take, I'm actually going to go in with both of those shimmers. Hiccuping and burping at the same time then. I'm going to go in with Diversion, just a little bit. Okay, and pop that slightly more in the inner corner. Ooh, this is nice. This is like a super kind of like almost gunmetal-y grey. Deepen up my inner corner a bit as well. I haven't done that in a very long time, but that's what we're doing today. I'm then going to go in with Power Cut, which is like this just stunning looking silver shade. I always have false lashes like everywhere. So taking that silver shade, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner. Yeah, that one works well. Make this look super grungy. I'm going to really kind of go over the top with that one. Just cause, I mean, why not go grungy right now? This definitely is a palette if you want to do something grungy. You know what? That is, it's a little bit messy because of the fallout, but I really like the whole like color situation. Trickery was a bit of a bitch to kind of work. It almost seems like the best colors in the palette are the hardest ones to use. But as a whole, like, it was nice, and I do really like the kind of color combinations. Yeah, that looks way better with some lashes on. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, last but not least, my poor little eyeballs. We're going to move on to the, what are you called? Ring the Alarm palette, which is like the kind of warm neutral palette. This one doesn't really excite me as much, purely because I feel like everyone has done a warm neutrals palette, which, nothing wrong with that. I freaking love warm neutrals, but the other ones kind of excited me a little bit more. This one I feel like I have seen many times before, but like I said, I love a warm neutral, so let's try it out. So what I'm going to do with this one is take the shade Rush, this one here, crease, pretty much the same kind of tutorial as before. It's not really a tutorial, to be fair. It's more so me just like putting things in certain places and hoping for the best. Blended out fine. I think that's like a recurring theme here. All of the mattes are blending out absolutely fine and no problems at all. Maybe shade a little bit more down onto my lid slightly. Those three shades again, like, I'd maybe like something that looked a little bit different because they are all very, very similar. Like, I feel like if you had the lighter one, if you had like these two or these two, you could kind of mix those two to make that one, you know what I mean? So I'm not really feeling the like similar colors in the palette, especially that kind of color. I feel like a lot of people have, again, those kind of palettes or colors in certain palettes already. So now I'm going to go in with the Spectrum A07 brush, and I'm going to take Framed here, just this purple shade. Very pigmented, and just pop that on the outer corner. Again, building that up, really deepening it up as well, just with all the mattes. Kind of patting that in, and then we'll blend it in with a fluffy brush in a second. That was really easy, actually. That just kind of did everything I wanted it to do. Yeah, like that one. Then while I'm here, just going to take some of Secret, a couple of swipes on that. Deepen up the outer corner even more. Just really get right on in there. And then, again, like I did before, I'm going to take a little mixture of those two shades that I just used. Lower lash line. And just kind of bring it upwards. We're going grungy today, boys. And then just going to take a fluffy brush again and just blend in my crease and just anything that needs a little blend. I'm going to take Bomb Ass. Hell yeah. I'm going to take it on this little flat brush and pat that all over my lid. Well, not all over my lid, kind of like, not even on half of my lid. Just kind of in the center, bringing it in to the inner corner and also feathering it out onto the outer corner, because I'll then go back over that again with one of the darker shadows. That's nice. That's like super like fire almost. And then just blend all of that out. Okay, I'm going to take Lolly, this one here, and kind of go like the other eye, go on the inner corner, but not like right on the inner corner. All right, now last but not least for this palette, I'm going to go in with On Camera with that brush that I really like using for my inner corner, and we'll see what this one can do. So these shimmers are confusing me because some of them are really good, some of them are really bad, but the past few ones have been really freaking good. All right, guys, I'm just going to quickly go off camera, chuck on some lashes, and I will check back with you for my final thoughts. All right, guys, so those are all the eye looks done. My lashes are wonky. There's some glue sticking my lashes together right now. I got fallout on this side. It is what it is, but we did it. We tried out every single palette from the Jaclyn Hill Vault. I mean, I think it's pretty clear my overall thoughts. My overall thought is that I'm not mad that I spent the £50 on all 4 palettes. Shimmers are kind of hit and miss sometimes. The majority of them are very, very good, but there are just a few that I did notice that weren't the best. It was more so at the beginning of the video. I think my favorite palettes that I tried was the Dark Magic palette, which is what I used to create this look, but next time I will definitely do my eyes before I do my base, because obviously there is a lot of fallout. And then also, let me just grab it quickly, whichever one it was. The Armed and Gorgeous I really liked as well. That one that looked like that. Really like that palette. I just wish that Bling Boss was like just worked for me. And I mean, this one's absolutely fine. Just like I said, I do have a lot of palettes that look like this, so I was never really like overly interested in this palette, but it does create a nice eye look. It does work fine. A little bit disappointed in Bling Boss. There goes my lashes sticking together again. A little bit disappointed in Bling Boss, but everything else, it ain't half bad. It's not the best quality in the world, but it's £15 or whatever it is for an eyeshadow palette. Is it worth the money? I would say yes, if you're looking for a palette that is slightly different. Wouldn't say the warm toned one is worth the money because a lot of people do that. But like, for example, one of the other palettes that I liked, like this one or something, I think it's worth the money. So that's my review. And that's all I have to say. So you guys, I really hope you found this video helpful. Sorry if it was a little bit of a long one, but I did want to try and go through every single palette from the vault. If you enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you did find it helpful, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. Also, let me know what your favorite eye look was and if you're going to be trying out any of the palettes for yourself. But apart from that, that is it from me. I'm now going to go ahead and wash my face because I think my eyes have had enough today. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.